Feedback has been an integral part of my journey to become a researcher. My master's research project was my first attempt at doing research, and it was definitely a challenge, but I've benefited enormously from feedback from my colleagues, my supervisor, course leader, and my mentor. I was part of a mentorship program at work, and my mentor went through with me how to best use feedback constructively. It was vital for me to understand the mechanisms and processes of feedback, as I was about to receive so much feedback on my research project from so many different people who did not know me as an expert clinician, but they knew me as an aspiring researcher. Being clinicians, we use feedback all the time and from all sources in order to make clinical decisions, and it is no different in academia. You can use all sources of feedback to your benefit. I was privileged having colleagues who were at the same level as me to look over my work, to give me constructive feedback, and use their clinical knowledge for my benefit. It was good to have someone else who was outside of the project to look at it objectively and then to offer their perspective. There was certainly a bit of a challenging and often frustrating period when I was getting conflicting feedback from my supervisor to that of my course leader. It became quite distressing at one point because I didn't understand what my supervisor was saying, because it was very different from what everyone else was saying. In the end, I decided that I needed to use feedback that better served my research project. Also, I learned that different researchers can have different opinions, and this plurality of perspective is what makes research so interesting and constantly evolving through dialogue and discussion. Furthermore, one thing I realized about feedback is that you don't have to adopt everything that everyone says, but you have to employ your critical thinking, and you have to take what best works for you. I learned not to passively adopt feedback, but adjusting it to my needs and my strengths and weaknesses so I can focus on what I needed to do to make me a better person, a better healthcare professional, and also a better researcher.